Salon man, if you are make salon before change the attitude. Salon man, if you are make salon before change the attitude. So then we left Kumbo, and I, and for that we go. We sabi wasan, we go eat lagi and the man. For HP man, la cando, no to you go get after that way you be mine and you get. So then we left Kumbo, and I, and for that we come we get.
If you're having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but I can't write one. Work for sure, got me back in the car. Lisa, with my credit, I was like, oh man, yeah. Who would have thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Beats, Minis, Reynolds, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Work for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
So, Nikki, you're a winner.
Yeah, I've won 3 times now.
Wow. Is that all through Lifestyle Bids, right?
That's right. So first I won the Music Awards, which was in London. Then I won the boxing match, which was in Cardiff. All I had to do was bid 82 pence of that. And then the music festival, which was in California.
And the private jet?
Yeah, maybe 3 minutes from that too.
So I think it's definitely safe to say that Lifestyle Bids works for you.
Oh yeah, Lifestyle Bids definitely works for me.
So don't just dream it, bid it. Go to lifestylebids.com and let the adventure begin.
I'm a leader.
We are leader, some boy a leader. No big nation, because we are leader. We still leader, no man we no follow. We pay for me breakfast, lunch and dinner.
We are leader, don't got a leader. Big nation, because we are leader. We no follow no, we are no follow no man. We are African, while that we are no rough man.
I'm a PS set, I'm no follow. Fresh and clean, HD on the camera. 5-star general, answer to no queen of Shibang. Why is that in you, man? You can't bring me down, cause you can't see me down. You wanna see the sky, if you watch from the sky, you see a contract, you see more contract. Serious star, you shine from that. Queen come from the melody, me and the biggest felony. Hotter than fire, you don't wanna get the hell away. Thanks to the front of me, that's another one of me all the way up. Catch flights and follow me, a leader. Some boy a leader. Big nation, we are leader. We still leader, no man we no follow. We pay for me breakfast, lunch and dinner.
We are leader, don't got a leader. Big nation, because we are leader. We no follow no, we are no follow no man. We are African, while that we are no rough man.
Finally, he has left your side. Finally, all in their life is no scatter. Finally, no. Finally, you don't give me no man no lie. Finally, you don't get me finally. Baby, one love, don't stop. One love, don't stop. I dare with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mafini Party Treats, your very own bespoke party treats for children, adults, and all occasions. Would you like a bespoke party treat? Why not contact Mafini Party Treats on 07908 170 473. That's Mafini Party Treats for all your bespoke party treats for all occasions. That's right, children's parties, wedding celebrations, Christmas, and any other occasions you need. Just contact Mafini Party Treats on 07908 170 473. That's right, the very best of bespoke party treats by Mafini Party Treats.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, but would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Seems like you and evil, we all have to give up, yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much beating up my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah. So let's help one another. I feel like
Listen, I don't see this can't seem to happen. This not to be education opportunity. Now we need maybe learn for the share, not to us for the greed.
see this love, the evil. Zero we lose or we know. Stop killing one another. Let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like we're zero. On the block to the sea, money they can make every day can free, yeah.
I like we they took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This time we stop now, can don't blind by this like your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
Hey, where is the
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a bad man. You got a big man, he's gonna get a bigger life. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we telling each other cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father, think of only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day, the green people will be your remover.
Instead of the rage ranting of some sanctimonious food is a poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's as it is for you to listen and the juice, the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun, ain't nothing new. That for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun, ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up. Stand up for what is right. 'Cause if you got me, then I got you too. Regardless of what you've been through, even when you're feeling blue. Do this if we try. There's no time to waste no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
Everything I have done, but me hand still at top. Gotta lift me up, but me hand still at run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Big to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people die with hunger. When people then they suffer. You then I yeah, you the bluff, it's copper. Yeah, the game need for change. Left me not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said, where is the love?
Let's take time. Stop all the life and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get the youth in the future. Please come around on me. Please come around on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and let's be together. With peace and love, God and love to
common weather. See what is going on. Where is the love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in there?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes, and I saw you with all the truth. When you guess whose side the love is.
When I left, Oko man them get left. If you live by the left, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know something say left not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah, that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah, I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, Father, help us as a guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
White people. Good evening. Una kushe, una kabo, una welcome to another edition of the Wednesday Salon Talk program, coming to you live and direct from DJ Ish and the Moses of Salone, DJ Little, as you all know, the most handsome man behind the somebody will happen for being my mentor, somebody will happen for being me own big brother, somebody will happen for give me own knowledge where then somebody else can a pass on to me, somebody will happen for being my own business partner, somebody will happen for being my own training partner, somebody will happen for being my own body, somebody will happen for being my own listen, I'm lost of words, but please people, una welcome DJ Little. Today we actually did talk about a program we call Brothers in Arm, Friendship and Fellowship. So today na the 1st of July 2020. So over to you, DJ Little.
Greetings and salutations, kushe, kabo, me family them, me brother them, me sister them, anybody outside there, if you hear me, I want to say it's the 1st of July, so happy new month. We're now on the second half of 2020. That's right. And the first half, we all know say, has been absolutely appalling, rubbish, devastating. Time to forget about. We hope say this second half starting from today, when at the 1st of July, is going to be a possible promising half. But we're going to talk about that later. For say kushe, kabo, me brother, me twin partner, me fighting partner, me business partner, me coachy, na the athletic ground, me boss, na the DJ field. You understand? I wish. So all of that stem, all things there where you put together inside one pot, where na me own bosom, as we say, DJ Ish. Thank you for that introduction there. Once again, I make no apologies, but I will say sorry. The voice is gone. The voice is gone because the soul is tired.
Drink some water.
Listen, water they drink plenty. This now about 3 or 4 I don't drink. So it's not the water. It's the effect of recovering from CV-19. So, but anyway, so we know they glorify we own, but we know how much we battle. It's a beautiful day. First of all, now the 1st of July, I want to throw the question back to you and say, what do you hope for this new month of the Panso, DJ Ish?
Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I just hoping, I wish for an end to this pandemic, and I wish for long life and well body, because that's we all ask for no more now. just long life for everybody, just for live and make sure say we see the next day, day by day. So like what you go say, one day at a time. Now the 10 is so you can't put your hopes on in August I want to do this, in 2 weeks I want to do this, because God gets your own plan. God gets your own plan. So we just need for wake up in the morning and ask God for tell God thank you for the mere fact that we wake up. Some people in the way we're not fortunate for wake up. Some people in there, then they cry past, some people and now some people in there now operation babe, some people then we get life for still they see July. So we just put we hopes and trust to God. That's all.
Indeed. I agree. We put we hopes and trust to God. You know, obviously today the topic we talk about now friendship and fellowship. And as you know, we can deliberately they pick we subject them, we topic them for talk about, and we they carefully make decisions the way before we come to the agree topic. We they don't discuss them between me and you for no waiting at the possibilities, waiting at the advantages, waiting at the disadvantages, waiting we they hope for get out of the topic, because the topic that we do is not about me and you, it's about the audience, the way they watch with the people, the way they view we, where they can share this platform with we, where they can engage with we, for let them gain from we own experiences them. And today we on topic we don't choose now friendship and fellowship, and we mean so close to each other, waiting into definition and they mean, but yet they can be so different. But for the benefit of the topic, wider topic, we will get for focus on focus on friendship. So hopefully the friendship will get for focus, and we'll get for analyze that and look at that into depth. But again, what now you take on the topic itself? Why we decide to choose that topic there?
Well, the topic of itself, actually, even though we try to deviate away from the topic, say this not get nothing for do with we discuss and agree, say, okay, we discuss this topic and all that stuff. But then again, if you flip them the other way, this gets so much for do with me and you. You understand? So because like for any topic what we choose for talk about, now something we related to we can explain them better and best in we own way and we own words. And then for let people analyze the whole thing and see, say, yes, this now the angle this what they try for come off from, where we talk about friendship. Now this angle we try for come off from in we own friendship. So in a broader word, it's friendship is a broad term. Where you look at is people in there where you go say, oh, this time me paddy, this time me bosom, this, you know, people can get different way they put them, but in actual fact is how far wait una don't do, how close una dey and this person, you know.
That's not true, totally true. So and then they go lead me for go into the English dictionary. So me family them for they watch the program, do you a beg una share the program, no stick no more to it. And also we might take some phone calls, because we want people that share their calling and share their experience with we on the program. So not to just about me and DJ Ish. And I'll be the time for look at so much of the bondings them where on they in the past history, two people them are that are best of friends, and their relationship they wouldn't prolong. There are so many, but most of the things they think about, they are all either in comedy or in hosting, performance or actors and so on. And they try for a struggle for friend, real life friends them. Where on they two people that are where on they together. But maybe something where you might be able to find out, or other people that go there out there that where know people them where carry a friendship from maybe say from where they're small. Maybe like say then they even before then clock them first 10 years old from single age till to now where they don't big, then 70, 80, they're still friends. Waiting at the thing we keep them. And sometimes when you talk about friendship, we need to talk about the love part of the friendship, even though we can not just the relationship part. When they talk about the broader aspect where you mentioned about friendship, now we can look on. But I just want to go into the English dictionary of friendship and fellowship. So for example, all the answer what they can give come up from the Cambridge dictionary way. Now the research will take most of this description and form. It says so the friendship, fellowship, for example, it says friendly association, especially with people who you share one's interests. They valued fun and good fellowship as the cement of the community. And then just an example statement: a friendly feeling that exists between people who have shared interests or doing something as a group. And that's from the Christian fellowship, what they talk about brotherhood. And brotherhood, we know that's a bigger, broader term. From the friendship description, it says the emotions or the conduct of friends, the state of being friends, old ties or love friendship, state of mutual trust and support between allied nations. And because of the friendship between two countries, we had a very frank exchange, so on and so on. But I just want to move on where it says, let me look at the words, the way they usually use for describe friendship. For example, they can say bond of friendship, close friends, close friendship, deep friendship, friendship network, genuine friendship, lasting friendship, lifelong friendship, male friendship, personal friendship, platonic friendship, true friendship, warm friendship, and female friendship. So those are just the list, and I think we can look at in-depth and description. But if you look from the list that we're calling, so which category where you go feel say DJ Ish and DJ Little, then friendship they right now?
When we talk about friendship between me and you, we're not talking about, we always address ourselves as brothers.
Yeah.
So it's beyond friendship. We share ideas, we bang heads together, we make decisions, we disagree, we agree, we always, you go advise me in your best interest, something where say, go lead me on to anything we go carry its problem for me, same thing to you. So we're not addressing ourselves as friends, even though we not sleep at the same belly, we address ourselves as brothers in so much ways that there's trust the way we not go for that trust will not go for break between no matter what. So we address ourselves as a brother, not friends. So in that category, we're not friends, we're brothers.
So wow. So you're looking at it here, you look at that deep relationship where they call and say deep friendship or possibly lifelong friendship. But at a struggle, me they think, and then you look at the word personal friendship, and then just to go to the say. So it's a struggle to try for picture and place we inside any of those, because you tend to fit all the puzzles and they based on that description. Then. So, but let's take it from the start. And now I don't ask you a question. You don't talk about waiting at the reason or how you see with friendship beyond friendship, to the point that it's, even though we not share the same umbilical cord, you understand, but the friendship is so strong, it is so cemented that now that brotherhood friendship, where you go say this now you brother, where you wanna share the same bloodline, even though you not get one umbilical cord. Let's go back to the beginning and say, okay, how did this all start? Because people don't go sit on, you know what I mean? Before we put them out here, now people don't go sit on, then go have to understand, say, well, who sided two people here? Because many people then they today, then they see we for the first time. Many people then they don't see we for the last few months. Many people then they don't see we maybe for 1 or 2 years ago. Who side this all starts? If you can summarize briefly, as you can say, Alusai McFoy can say, Mr. Sise, you get 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You get 2 minutes.
I know.
Who side this all starts? Ishmael, I will give you 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, like in a nutshell, the whole thing starts. I can quietly remember where I've been the DJ in one party in Tolu Street. That whole way they just don't broke now. At Tolu Street. When I've been Fatih Karim in Pekin, but the Junu boy. This you're talking about 10, 12, 13 years back. So apparently I was struggling. Then I've been first big gig that one day where they go say they pull you. So that was my big gig, because I've been just beginning to play na host and people and encourage me, oh yeah, you can do this thing, you can do this thing. Fan 1, 2 speakers, they can't connect now, so I feel say I'm doing well. Then eventually, Karim then decide for go pull na hall where I've been gets a problem. And then as God can do you were there, your wifey was there as well. So you work a come na the DJ, I don't know you read the name and all that stuff, then they will just hello, hi, and bye we get. So you work a kind of DJ booth and ask what's happening and all that stuff, and then I begin for explain. And then eventually you begin for come to me rescue. So from then I tell you say, boss, I really want to let you make a master. I want you give me your knowledge. You know, I ask for your knowledge. And you goes, oh, that's fine. I mean, we can work as a team. So going on. I begin to go with you, and I then play them. They begin to tote speakers, they pack cables and all that stuff. By then you get a CD, they get past five
boxes.
You get past 5 cases.
There's silver cases there.
So slowly, you begin to teach me how for mix, how for connect with the people, them waiting for do and all that stuff. So we can become close. And then in 2010, if I get them correct, it was your birthday or so. And then me, Karim, Razak, we decided, okay, for say thanks and appreciation to this guy for in knowledge we don't actually get to we. You know, let we throw something for them. That was in Old Kent's Road.
Yeah.
So we came together, we organized this thing, the party and all that stuff, which was successful. And then we decided, okay, I think say we can able to work together. We gel, we can able to work together. We come up to phases where me, you, Sokinda, Don Sal, and all that stuff. Then they work together. Then work, we fall out. And then we decide, okay, let's form something called Countdown when I'm near you, and then we start for work together. And from then to now, we'll begin work under you for the past 15 years. I'm not going to say we don't ever fall out. I'm not going to say we disagree. We disagree in so many things, but we agree in so many things again. So for the past 15 years, we get a working relationship, we get a brother relationship, we get a cordial relationship, we get an understanding relationship. We discuss things and we agree on to that. So this is how Akana you live right through to this stage today where we pull the friendship out. We call ourselves brothers.
You don't earn yourself a galaxy.
Thank you.
I'll give you a galaxy. So just give me the address number. I'll go post them.
No problem.
You don't earn one pound feather. But everything you said is so true. And it's so obviously look, feel free for throwing questions at me. You can notice now we the host the show, so we can talk about anything. So I'll stop and then I'll let you take the lead now.
So okay. From Musa me don't come out and from the time where me can into DJ Little in shoes as changing the name now to the Moses because that the DJ Little force the people do before they can get the title now the Moses. How you find the relationship working with me for the past 15 years?
Annoying.
I know, very. Very.
That's it. So obviously, in life, you get as you say, the journey, don't they? And bless him, and he's still alive. Let God keep him first. They go with me.
Amen.
Some way bring me into the industry, and after several years of working apprenticeship and then working on learning the craft, like anything, you get for fly out of the cuckoo nest and go up and become your own person. And whether willingly or unwillingly, the coincidence just can't work because by the time I begin to establish myself within the main community, that was the time where instead they look for packing in and say, I've had enough of this. I'm DJing. My life, they go into a different direction. And they embrace religion anymore, more Islam and all of that stuff. So that allow me for cut me till and go. You understand? Out there and do things. And then there were other people that way come, brothers, them friends, the way you link up, way come for car, be part of the team and then trial and tested. Many has come along the way. But I can always say, me first boy picking the one born at the industry, day long. Obviously, there was Abedi, there was Little Mo, there was Arun, and all the lots. They all have been temporary stays. You understand? And then you come in, you were the first person to do at least a year plus. Ishmael was the first person to do a year plus. And then obviously you stayed there, and just about the time you don't did it, then there was the young K-man. The young K-man was coming along, but that's when they still in at school, so there was a lot of pressure for him for stay at school. And with you being there, based on exactly what you don't talk about, a true story, it's a case of you already been getting raw material. It wasn't about going back to basics, say this not the deck, this not it. So it's about taking what you know already, refining it, and then making you forget that understanding and connecting with the with your audience. And how can you connect with the audience? Knowledge that we me don't seek, we I don't learn, we pass to me from me uncle and the many other people that we watch and admire during the days of them DJing. So it was like that. So once that relationship they established, and then as you say, coming back to 2010, when you came and Razak on a team up for Dudande, that's kind of say, you know what, in the team, when I lead on that, when I really wanted to give back to me based on, but I think say indirectly when I really forced me for retire. Now I'm but you know,
that's not true. No, that's not true.
Like when I do the party quick, okay, yeah, I retired 2000. Could you imagine 2010? When I want to don't retire by that 10 days, all these 10 years I don't pass, and I still not pack in. Anyway, so that was a very, very solid relationship. But we wanted to go the next step further because we realized that we get a lot more in common. Now then 10 day, I get you, and then I get Kim and Bo. Independently, you don't begin to work with yourself, and then you work with other brother when I'm money. You understand? And I bring in Cayman right under me and establishing him, putting him up there for showcase, and because he don't begin to come off age. You understand? He don't do university now and all college and university. So with all of that, you understand? Then here you can look and say we get other working relationship we can establish beyond just music. We look at the things then where we talk about try for do social entertainments like how the club promoting business. We realize say not for we and the relationship will team up with other partners them all work. You understand? We all shake hands and then we move on. I can remember the first time we decide for go out there when we set up Countdown. We had so many different names them. We put on, we agree. Yeah. On the Countdown, but what you do, we not just left us. So we ask people that we be in at the promoting industry, what you not think about this? You understand? We allow them, let them give you their own feedback. Yes, we don't make up our minds in a Countdown, but we take their advice them on board and then we determine. And but what again from you, from your own side, to me is the fact that you understand, me not loose cannon. So obviously when you they work as a loose cannon, I do everything, me and they all stay up. And then I get somebody like you where you get a direction, you get a sense of focus, and that kind of that channel focus where you know say this is where we should go, this is our vision. You start to shape me up. You understand? To say, okay, big brother, the things that we need for do and this way. And my focus was about let's do this. You say no, we're not going to do that. So you came in like we're going to get possible. You don't go buy big clothes. Then you can get. They can cut her now to your body shape if it's, and that's the kind of thing. And then I start to realize, you know what, this guy has got a very, very strong commitment. He's got a good vision. He's focused. He can take whatever I want to do to that other level. You understand? On top of that, so and I think slowly we embrace each other more, and then we look beyond the friendship, and then we start establishing the brotherhood. You understand? Sharing, bringing each other's family into the fold, and it's also to do, we connect with family them. So we don't share, we hide them without going there and going too much into details. We don't share, we lose them. And we've challenged each other. We've agreed, as you say, we don't disagree on so many fronts. But it's one of the key reasons why I say it's like the fact I talk about me being a loose cannon is the fact that one of the strengths that way you provide for me behind the scene is about making sure that at the worst of me, I'm safe. At the best of me, I'm safe. You did it for me as that pillar, that rock all the time, not only as a friend, but as a brother. And that's one of the focus that we can focus there, where you talk at the beginning. We just want to introduce our own story. It's not about us. It's about others tonight coming out there and then looking at how can you as people, how can we as family, how can we as a community take one person and say, this person, me and you don't get a relationship, friendship. We don't fall out, but we don't come. Even when we fall out, nobody went out there and scatter in company. Nobody go out and said things that would break that friendship or jeopardize that relationship we don't establish for such a long time. That's what we're going to focus on. But I don't know whether I miss out anything.
No, at all. You don't miss out nothing. The only part where you miss out is after the social part of the whole thing, doing our thing now in clubs, and then from clubs, we decide for the very first challenge, we decide for go into a hall where it wasn't that easy at all. We bang it together, we agree, we disagree, you challenge me and all that stuff. Then in the long run, I've been there for suicide, you see. And then decides, okay, let's take it there. We not only take and we say, okay, everything, let's look into giving back into our community. Let we engage into charity things, which we sit down, we discuss, and then we agree on to that. So there's so much where we get in common, where we get in one place, where we're unique. As in one word I would describe, and we're unique. A working partner, a brotherhood relationship, a friendly relationship, and for bringing the families together, it's just unique. So before you go on to the other topic, I want to encourage people then for let them call the program and share their own story and ask questions then. When I feel free. So DJ Little, if you can just put the number out for let people engage and just call and share their own story and ask questions. Feel free for call the program and ask questions. Please, please, please. The show is about you now, not about me and DJ Little. It's about you now. When I feel free for call the program and share our own experience about friendship, about fellowship, what you think about friendship, what's down your own take, what's down experience in that. So I mean, allow you for let you talk on the next topic.
You're absolutely right, DJ Ish, and we don't share our own story in very, very brief summary, but we do this program specifically today for open them up to we community, to the wider community, and come out there and then tell we about waiting work for you. Who don't know the person? When people have seen the last few days, then the things that are put out here on video technology, blah 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 blah, gassing, embarrassing you, how much you're my bestest friend and all of that stuff. And we're putting it out here. How many people can do the same thing? So we want people to come out here and call the program 07946 141 369. Call the program tonight and then share your story and then tell we about your wonderful connection, your wonderful relationship with somebody where you classify as a best friend, somebody where you classify as a good friend. Tell we exactly why that person is special to you. Tell we exactly why that person they mean so much to you. And we don't really want to let it be say, now you wife or now you husband. No, we want to say, we don't get no bloodline connection.
Yeah.
Life. And so you could be a younger person, you could be an older person, and I'm not saying right now, my mama they watch. Me mama now want challenge first. I want to start with me. Mama, Musa, I know you're watching the program, so I want to let you call because you know one person where get a friendship we don't go beyond 40, 50 years where possible. So if I can help for encourage me, mama, for call the program and let him share that story there. You understand? When I 07946 141 369. Share that story there because when you hear somebody will share their story about over a 50-year relationship, waiting on work, when it's gone low, when it's come back together, when the highs are there. So let we hear it from people them because why make we decide to talk about this today? Today, we get a community, we're fragile. We get a community, we're broken. We get a community where people then afraid for talk to person. Nobody no get bosom anymore, so to speak. Where you want talk, but to where you want share deep secrets to that person, you begin to worry, say, well, tomorrow if me and Ish fall out, Ish go out here and go talk about all the things that we don't do. What about the Congosa that we don't Congosa? What about the investment that we don't investment? Now we can fit each other for that investment, and you understand? So we get a community where they're in a state of almost a weak state of mind. All man they watch in shoulder because you afraid say you bestest friend go allow another bestest friend go kind in life. How you go separate them to the relationship and they well, as I can always say, and I'm sure you go correct me there after this, you could tell me there, you understand this. The policy where we don't always go by is your best friend has got a best friend. It doesn't matter because the relationship with me and Ishmael get right now, that brotherly relationship. So we've now moved beyond best friend. We've now moved into a platonic relationship. We've now moved beyond that platonic relationship to being brothers. So I can take and say, na my brother Donzi, na my brother Abdulaziz, na my brother Muhammad, na my brother Sulaiman. You understand? He's part of my brother, na my brother, my younger brother Keman, and the young Sanfa when I meant. So those are the kind of people I put up there as people the way I really, really deep and truthfully trust. And then, but it not mean say that they stop you for let you not get somebody else who is secure as a good friend or best friend. It like if you don't make that person there your best friend, the person in don't make you their best friend. So then go share deeper things with you where you not go say you share waiting me and you get together. Is that state of mind? You see how they go where waiting we don't get, waiting we don't agree. That's what we got. Also, we left today of the relationship. What we will talk about, you know, say if there is a best friend, we go come now your life, or we go come now me your life. Waiting me and you seal together will never go to that person because we able to manage we relationship what we get. Waiting that you take on that DJ Ish.
Well, I think the first thing we actually I would talk about we work for we is because we're God-fearing people.
True.
If you're not God-fearing somebody, you day into anything, into a relationship, into anything where you're into, where you get God, when I fear God. Honestly, if in a relationship, friendly relationship, when I get safe, they go very far. Because just like what you say, I'll just maybe add 1-2 things into waiting you say. You 100% correct. Because nowadays, everybody they free for talk to everybody. We've seen friendship where don't take 2-3 years, 5 years. You feel say this friendship, not a friendship for scatter. We don't see them friendship, then they scatter, you know? And the worst thing is where me and you can always talk about, say, you know, no matter what, the first thing we can always talk about, say, let God continue for strengthening we relationship, let God continue for bless relationship. So we always they pray for that blessing. Indeed. So I believe and I make God the guide with your relationship. And we always they talk and say, no matter what, no matter the bitterness, no matter what happen, what we share will never, ever, irrespective of anything, fallout, touch wood or anything, that will never, ever go out. If even like what you say, if another friend can in my life and all that stuff, then they waiting me and you don't share, therefore be waiting me and you share, not to waiting me and just Joseph they can't share now. No. Waiting me and Joseph share not get nothing for do it you. So it's I mean, just like what you say, you're 110% correct. 110%.
So in a way, in your opinion, okay, and you're right totally, by the way. Madam Velma Davis Fofana say true. They say put God first, everything you do, in everything you do and say, which as you say, I'm not going to go back to that point there. You have said it all. God is in the middle, is in the heart of we relationship that make the bond is there. And waiting at the thing where you make, where you feel say they make the best friends them of relationships them where don't go beyond 5 years, they break. And I know I'll let you just talk this time about just religion. Waiting at the thing where they challenge their relationship, then where they can work that relationship. You go establish a relationship from 5 years to 25 years, then yet you see come no more is scatter like that. I get a theory where they can talk about where later on they call the marble theory based on something I read. But give your opinion on that, if you may, please, DJ Ish.
Well, DJ Little, thank you for that brilliant question there and all that. One thing I would say first is any relationship where the trust become an issue, that relationship, they don't get problem. When I go down there into a relationship for 5 years, but if the trust don't go, trust not the there's a big problem, there's a big question mark there, in a sense that, okay, let's take for instance now, you go on a street, somebody go tell you, say, oh, DJ Little, guess what? You know, saying so Ishmael Kasi don't cancel, but you know, let's stop the day. But because the first thing we establish is not trust and sincerity and open mind and openness between we all two, and be sincere and honest to each other. If even you go read something a street where somebody tell you, say, so Ishmael say, no, let's stop the day, you go defend that talk there, and then cancel me, can ask me rather than for just believe, say, so I say. It's all about trust in friendship. It's all about how you see the person. It's all about waiting the person don't do for proof in loyalty. I can always talk and say, just like cooking, talk that careless way they say and all that stuff, then they say, me loyalty, it lies to you. The reason being is, you not the one person, I go say when you talk about friendship, is somebody will go with nothing for let you get something. You're not the kind of person who will give every single thing where you get, and then you go with nothing. You're not the somebody who will give all your resources for make sure, say, somebody else, where you say this person really and good in your friend, this person is your brother, for that person, they you come out fine, you don't mind for the you come out bad. You're not the kind of person. So in that, there's nothing where somebody who can say, oh, not solely to talk about you, then I even believe, or not solely to do, I go believe that party. No.
So when you say the trust, and I like that word there because now the first word you use, you say trust, and then I get somebody who is sitting next to me. The first word where you talk, where the question asked was trust. So I ask, I say like I can talk, but I don't cross for me. Is that what they cross? Yeah.
Yes.
But I got to learn for look by the eye. But trust is essential in any relationship, especially in a friendship. Because even in the one where they call love relationship, the bond relationship, whatever relationship that you get, the heart of it is trust. If trust is fragile in any relationship, then the relationship weak. So when two friends and they together, the first thing that needs to cement where now the key to the gate of that relationship they now trust.
Yep, definitely.
To the gate of that relationship they now trust.
Yep.
They get that key there where now the trust key, now in they open the gate of the relationship, then everything else is in that friendship relationship there. And again, we have both been able to establish that day, and before, if we be the share two key, now one key with the share, because you know, in over the years, the relationship don't mature to a point that, you understand, where two families they don't come together, the two families want for do things together as one, two families want for do a lot of stuff, you understand? So that means we're no longer having two keys relationship, we get one key. So when someone or somebody or people or things or anything wants to happen, be it natural disaster, be it by people, be it by any kind way, one for come through that gate there, you understand? They would not come through the gate because now one key don't lock all.
Yep.
If you know my key is able to shut the door. If me know you won't keep at the same key able to shut the door and say, whilst you were out, the breeze were blowing, the ABT, it's time for shake the gate, so I began for lock the gate.
Yeah.
They come, where they come, now Mr. Sef come back now, the remote can open the gate. You understand? So they use those narratives, you understand? Don't matter for them, for let you understand the bigger picture. Let we audience then connect to the bigger picture. So that means there is no way on this planet at this moment of our life You understand? Because Satan therefore tempt anybody.
Oh yes, definitely.
God therefore test. So God can test we, Satan can tempt we. You understand? So but at this moment in our lives, the tests that we don't come, the temptations that we don't come, we have been able to say, you know what, him, where you are not around, where I'm around, as you say, verbatimly, we got one thing we know they do, we know they take anybody else and we own blankets and cover anybody else. So you know they use anybody in duvet for cover when I'm me on duvet, you understand it? So we know they hide anything. So anybody comes to you, you say Wahab. Anybody comes to me, I say Ishmael's, you understand? And that way we're able for trash them out and discuss them and put the person in the heart of the communication. Put the, you understand it? Put the subject, let us say person, put the subject in the heart of the communication. So that way that subject being in the heart of the communication means we're able to see and analyze and read through and say, well, you know what, maybe they do it for good. Maybe that subject they do it for good. Maybe that subject they do it for bad. Oh, but maybe, you understand it? This was to come and be a temptation, to come and test the resilience we will get as a brother, as a friend. You understand? Wait till you take.
Man, you always, I mean, you don't say just like waiting, I can always say to you, any side way, two people and they were them very close, things and they work out perfect for them. And the playground for anybody, Satan, at that side they elect, at that side they pass plenty.
True.
Not so the friendship will don't scatter. Now the one way tight. Because it attempts to now so bad, it bring us so many temptation them. And I believe saying that they don't spoil so many relationships then at the world. Because they're not able to resist the temptation, they're not able to resist Satan, because Satan and play gone down in a outside relationship, they now they elect. Not outside don't pull down and they don't done with them. So you not get time for them again. Now outside make, now they elect. So but it left to honor the people them for actually say, you know what's in Angon, this you not get way now. You understand? You not get way. And they go tempt to now and go push you not so bad that if you not believe una safe, una go fall out. When that not the problem. Now the world in friendship. Now that they make a lot of friendship then collapse. Relationship that we don't take 10 years, where we see brothers and sisters them or friends who they look at their brothers and sisters them, where we not expect anything for happen to them, we don't happen, and not only happen, waiting and do, then throw away then suitcases then are doing all that stuff then they where if in million way when we see friendship, no matter what we differences or anything, we not go fall out. I go through it always suitcases then I do because it might come back and haunt me. Let's say 2-3 years along the line, or a month or 2 or a week or so, then can make peace between una. When I go be party, but the trust don't do there anymore. Yeah. It can be the same.
And then automatically that's no longer friendship.
That's no longer friendship.
Yeah.
No longer. And a friend as somebody for able looking at your face and say, DJ Little, this thing where they do is wrong, it's completely wrong. Not to I'm not going to encourage you to say, Little this if you know it's in me, man, love do this, love do this, love do this. Anybody when you friend, if you're able looking at your face and tell you, say, you know, tell me, Ishmael, this thing you do is completely wrong. If even a friend or somebody for able defend you, also you know did. If even and it throw you under the bus, then go up for throw you under the bus, then it can't make like say, it's when they throw you under the bus, so we defend you. But if you cross-check their statement there, and not actually defend you, in help for throw you under the bus. So a friendship now somebody where they watch you back. What mean you back? Sincerely, you get for watch you back, I get for watch me back, you get for watch me back. So now that kind of way they miss him.
Totally right. And indeed. So you talk and say the world today, the word friendship, you rarely go see friendship relationship. Again, Velma Davis Fofana say agape, unconditional love for each other. Indeed. And Muzaddin say this is real friends united topic. So actually, while you call the program mommy, I don't want you to come while you call the program.
You know, you matter in comments or
Yamata don't come in. Yamata say, well done, my people, and well done. Nasai Fona say brilliant idea. Thank you very much. Una keep sending una comments.
We're not shy.
And Fatih Sharif say them boku. I think it is time for talk about the relationship. Them not the work. So as I say, I will just come into another area of the friendship segment where they call man friends. You know, many a times people get to see women friends, and then women and they showcase their friendship. So when two women and are real deep friends, where don't go that platonic friendship, we don't become sisterly love between them. You understand? Eh? You see that they on earth itself, the world gets to see it. But waiting the world not they get for see is two men who are best of friends, brothers, that we get general common interest. Because many a time the world not able for deal with that. They're not able for cope with that, because ideally now woman them for become very affectionate and very friendly to themselves. Two women, it's okay for two women to be friends with themselves. It's okay for two women to be very affectionate with themselves, showcase their bond, showcase their unity where they get. And then when two men then do the world tends to see it, and then you get the cloaks and daggers they come, the hammers, the hammer and pickaxe they come. You two are this, and then but why make you feel say looking at it on a much more broader aspect? Why make the world they worry for accept when two men are best of friends? Why make you? What not the reason?
Well, for me, taking back, we get customs, we get traditions, you know, like for Usai we come out, so we understanding back home, not just, normal. Where we don't come at the West and see different things and how things and they change, how this person, they do this, man and woman and all that stuff. So for let two man them very close and do things in common, you begin to think and say, something is not right here. But naturally, these are just not things that way they happen, then real. It not necessarily means say because two man them very close, they do things in common, they share the same thing and everything, they're not straight. They're not straight. Yeah. In we community now, because of the small knowledge, because of we don't live in the West, as they see them in then they categorize on that category thing. You know, they begin like, guys, waiting they go on, you know, and you get people that go talking at your face, say, guys, waiting they go on, and you get people away no go get no go get mind for talking at your face, then go talk behind closed doors, say, DJ Little and DJ Isha, no waiting they go on and all that stuff that they know, begin to whisper, but it's natural, guys. We just want to tell the world and tell the community and tell the people and say, density and natural, you know, real. There's nothing, there's no twist onto it. You can celebrate somebody, just like we can say, not celebrate me, touch with what I don't die. No. Celebrate me while they're alive. Be proud of me while they're alive. Showcase me while they're alive. Not when I know they're alive. All the corner pictures then begin to put on our people on our WhatsApp, put on our status and all that stuff. Then no, that's not how you celebrate somebody. If you admire somebody that you friend, you appreciate what this person they do for you, what's in the differences what this person will make like your life, the impact of this person will make like your life. Just showcase them. Just make like you know, make like you feel that way. Than you wait something happen, then you want to be that pillar for raise the person up. And then most of the times, true friendship, the test we can undergo is when in the times of crisis. Now the time the one way you can say this now you truly friends them, now the time they can let you down. So you begin to wonder, say, whose side the loyalty lies?
Yeah.
You know, you begin to ask yourself the question, it happen plenty.
Indeed. That is a glad way you bring that in as the next step, because earlier on the first thing where you talked about was trust. And we get a call. Let's take this call. This call is a regular caller to this program, and let's just take the call. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who the call from, please.
Hello, my people. My name is Nayamata.
Okay.
The topic for interesting. This, I think, say if will be in series according to how me they see it. Because the
well, if we get you for contribute, now the program regularly will make a series.
Yes. No, the reason why to make a talk so for let it be in series because when I not go able exhaust that topic tonight. It's not even possible. Because you see, friendship, to me, friendship is very broad and a relative term. It depends how the two individuals then take on, you know.
Indeed.
To me, friendship na the na the fundamentals of humanity. In the sense, you know, when somebody, you just see somebody you like and based on how he approach you or based on what he don't do to you, that is not just fact, you know. Or maybe somebody go recommend somebody to you based on the good things that when a person they don't do to you. You understand?
Yeah.
But these days, me, I always get a perception of where I see the person, where they alive. Now I know say it's good for the celebrated.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, DJ Little, yeah, you and DJ Ish. Wait, so when they do so, they always tell you anyway.
You always tell me now work. He didn't listen now even I work says he didn't forget the professionalism.
I have to.
Thank you.
Because the platform when I don't create so we're not gonna know the impact where when I don't causing people. Some people that of course not like that. But me, I stand for the truth and the truth only. Where people then they do good job, believe you me, I don't even care what the other person feel about them. The good things now they see in people. Because me, I'm not perfect, you know. So it's like you and DJ Little and personally and all the other team that are that, you know, it's high time we begin celebrate with young. It's high time we begin celebrate with young people. Like the likes of Isata Sise, I tell you, I always tell you, what they don't do now this community is it's just unbelievable, you know. And we get for the lift up them kind of people here, you know. Those are the friend-like relationship they get. Now let's come to friendship.
Please do.
You know, these days, me are they saying are frenemies instead of friends, you know.
I like that something.
If you like somebody now you friend, believe you me, you're the honest with that person because the honesty are the baseline in terms of any relationship. And when you allow that for done, in fact, when you make it a good near person, I will believe in that person there.
True.
But these days we are so fake, you know. And mind you, we all different. God make we differently. Like when you're Ishmael, they on the struggle so. Not to say una they felt, of course una do. But waiting the people una go with the trust una get in each other.
Yep.
Now in the care una forward. So many issues that will come, but una treat a maturely me feel and so friendship for them. We for be one another's keeper. We for stand for the truth. Even though that person they go vex, even though that person they go be hot, but tell them the truth, then later, if you go later, you get conscious, you use them well, it will come back to the individual and say, you know what, I really like your business because you tell me the truth. But these days, we just tell people what they want to hear, and when you see small issue kind side, the truth of we explode. That means we were never friends in the first place.
That's where the enemy part come. That's why you say. Yes. So you come into the friendship.
Now this make I talk say this topic is very broad and come to think of all what they go on in society because they say you get for charity begins at home. Yeah. You know. We get for beginner now with society. Let we try for educate. Probably we need a whole lot of sensitization among we self, you know. We get for love we self. I see where they in be. Everybody they portray good image about that person. They like when DJ is stuck anymore. Come on, who would they alive? So let we celebrate we self. Indeed. Let we celebrate we self. Let we not look at the other side of the person. Let we know say we as individuals we are not perfect. Me now so I they review myself.
No,
if you want judge person, do a self-reflection and a self-review. Then when you don't think of that, you go really know say that person there, he's not only but so many mistakes, you know. So I really thank Una so much for Una bring this on. And I hope say, let God give it the grace, both Muslim and Christians, let God give it the grace for being one another. And let we think of the good, the roadmap for we don't come off. For let we able to reflect on the good thing that we're person rather than embarking on the bad, you know.
That's
so
excellent.
So
no, but we don't go,
like,
Yamata, you don't talk very well, but we're not going to allow you, let you go, because at the start of the program, DJ Ish talk up, say, this is not a we own program, no, and we're glad you don't call.
Yeah.
Now, openly, myself and DJ Ish, we celebrate with friendship. We go beyond plutonic, we go beyond any kind of bond. We now umbilical cord number we not share, but we are brothers. Who that you go identify currently as somebody where you go call you best friend and where you get a relationship with, and you don't need for force for identify anybody just for the sake of it, because I know you won't mix that, but who that, and if so, why that person they wait to don't create inside 90 seconds? You can answer that.
The thing is, I get a whole lot of friends. And
we say best friends.
Best friend. Give us a best friend.
I cannot identify one to you. Trust me. I'm being honest here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm being honest. You know, you get friends, then you get best friends. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not going to able to identify one person to you. Trust me. Because during we roadmaps, we they drop and take. That's just the fact. If I identify one person to you now, probably I might not be honest with myself.
Okay.
But this present time, so many people have been good to me. But this present time, I'm telling you, I'm proud of the concerned women of substance. You know why?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we try with best. We are only but human. We are only but human. We get with outside and boku, but we try for left that outside and we concentrate on humanity. And how we they concentrate on this humanity? Now for embrace we said, we embrace both the good, the bad, and the ugly inside we. So now in the keep we going.
So in a case you've identified one of the characters, then they will
humanity. Yes.
Not only humanity, and the friendship, but you've identified what they call and the research will do what they call collective friendship. So
collective friendship.
So you cannot say this one person, but however, because of the organization, the association with a collective people, because based on the one idea, when I get the oneness idea, when I humanity na the idea, you able to find it.
And you know now who say woman in the day. You know now who say woman in the together.
Yeah.
You know we. But these are righteous women where God bring we together. No, don't get me wrong. Not to say we'll not go fight, we fight, we'll go, you know, but we try for embrace both the good, the bad, and the ugly inside we.
Yeah.
And now that they keep we going. So for me, sometimes I admire myself how far we don't come, you know, with those beautiful women and sisters of mine.
Well done.
So I'm really proud of them, and I'm proud of all the women groups, and as well as the mandate, because if women they succeed, now they give it the platform for them we do that.
Fantastic.
So kudos to all the mandem, you know, now the global, especially SALONE mandem. Let God bless you now for we. Of all hierarchies, whether you married, you not married, I say kudos to we all, you know.
Right, listen, before we let you go, DJ Ish, if you can permit me, one more final question to you, Yamata. The question is, this was the last topic where, the last conversation Ish and I were just having. What to make you feel, say, the wider public, the wider community, especially amongst men then they find I'm very uncomfortable where two men them they show clearly them brotherhood relationship, then deep friendship. Why make other men are uncomfortable with it? It's easier for women to accept that amongst women, but why make man not they able to accept other man they own and two men they come together and showcase their love and friendship for each other?
Okay, we live in a digital world, right?
Yeah.
And also, you know, it's very open. We're talking about this gay, you know, and the society we live in now, being that they don't legalize them, you understand? And one thing, now the perception. You know, let me not forget the cultural bit of it, because we always talk about that. Because now there we come on, now there we grow up, you know, it odd for let and see two men together as friends, you know, even before this day. So when you think about the cultural aspects of it, based on Musa we come on, it look odd somehow. But because we in a civilized society, even though people then they get some wrong, but sometimes their perceptions can be right though, because of waiting they go on. So for me, it depends on the kind of relationship with the individual then feels it, because at the end of the day, you're not able to explain yourself to nobody. Sure. And you're not able to prove things to people. Sometimes we take it from the face value. Like where if I not be savvy you and DJ ish now, I will say there are not be say not say them clean, I'm often say them clean. So between one or two, one know what you wanna stand for anyway. So me, I just go take and say, wanna just get for the truth to wanna say and wanna stand on what you wanna believe in. And with time, the people then will see them, you know, forthcoming for say, oh, they were not so be feel, but will not feel so again. It's very common about the black race anyway, and more of we Sierra Leoneans. We can assume quick, but then sometimes we withdraw with assumptions there quickly, you know, probably based on what we see or what we go down here. You see?
You know, feel say also finally sense of envy can come into play where you not touch on.
You know what?
I don't say we reach that side.
The sickness as well. Yeah. See? Because you know where you forget who that you be, now that can always bring problems. Because some man, they will, you know, maybe initially they will be a bit jittery, or maybe they will, you know, in terms of class, slap it and that way they. But where someone go down see now, then two people there, they come up nicely, so that it tend for, you know, create all kind, you know, environments for make that relationship be very unbearable for the two people. But mind you, probably this person, they don't befriend this person, will don't be an issue now, but then probably it thinks, say, oh, these are really, you know, a better person, or a get money person, or a civilized person, you know. Yeah. So there's social class, maybe kind of economic class as well, you know, I think say it can be issue, you know. But me, I can always talk and right, when somebody don't go the good. And when two people that come together, they let themselves, nobody knows able to separate them. As long as they get a common goal, you understand? It's like they will tend for no more people, they will tend for differentiate the good and the bad. Because some man go to talk to them both on a different angles, but then also genuine friendship there, then they always come back and review and they reevaluate their relationship. Then that can make them become more stronger.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
A great call. Great call. Thank you very much. I extend we love to the entire family of Concerned Women of Substance.
No problem, my dear. And thank you so much for this platform. Let God bless you, and let God continue to direct you in our footsteps then. Because greater things are yet to be shown on that platform by God in grace.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a great call from Yamata. We'll go carry on with the conversation. Great call from Yamata, we are the Deputy Vice Chair Lady for Concerned Women of Substance. What an amazing call. Anything there for top up on that, DJ Ish?
No, not really. We just want to encourage people pick up the phone, call the program, share your story, ask questions, please. And before I hand over the floor to you back, I just want to wish we young brother Cherry Coco a happy birthday. Today night birthday. Yes. But anyway, Cherry, if you watch or listen, make sure say you carry the cake on Saturday, because we the wait. This balance in all the day. We need to go chill in the park in the evening, no, in the morning. After
the run. After the
run and exercise. Yes. Please. So make sure say you bring the cake. Right. DJ Little, just like what Yamata don't say and all that stuff they waiting are the key factors then in we modern days relationship, the way they call about friendship, where what's the biggest problem where they happen into relationship, the way me and you cannot be friends, and then when we fall out, the one way you're into we don't fall out now, in me they go make party now. What's the problem of that?
See, I want for Bo waiting Yamata talk. I want for go length that talk this small. And now talk where I can use very loosely for enemies. You understand? Or friends with benefits. You understand?
Yes.
If me on friendship with you right now, the sole purpose without sharing it with you, now for gain benefits wholly and solely from you, then and I'm not being true to you. Vice versa. You understand? Many of the friendship the world they see to date, now the world going around the world, for they look in the social media. Now friends them way coming with benefits start off. So they come in there where the one party is there to gain from another party. So that means he always get the corner of his eye to another friend.
Okay.
So he gets another friend. So that friend where you don't become friend with now, that's the friend you want to gain a benefit from. You want to take as much as it could be material things, it could be information, it could be, you know, there are so many things, but there is a benefit way outweigh the relationship. You understand? When them friendship then they only go and shine, as I can say, like shine pan. But it rusty under. Eventually, they begin to fade. They begin to say, you understand, it's corrosive. You understand? You understand? They've just sprayed it on top. Because before you went at the friend, where then they draw from, then they take you shine, you begin to rusty. And then, i.e., go back to what you do. That other person with a friend with benefits, in down the several times, they put that other person either under the boss, now the train line, they expose. So we share bonds, we share deep things. I come to you, I tell you what's in my gut feeling, and me utmost, deeper and innermost things. I am the one that tells you. If you get a friend, like how me you do so right now, if you find out saying and me, they ask all the questions from you understand it? Specifically, they ask you wanting to know about you, you understand it? There is a temptation that I am there for benefit. I want more from each. You understand? Those are the things. In a way that are they disguised and so much that you're blinded to notice, say, now little no more, they ask, they take so much from each, and because they ammuniate myself for tomorrow when the tests go come in. You understand? When the trust go be tested, then they run away, they let go of that. Because I only wanted the sweetness of that relationship. Whilst, how can I look at you and say, no matter what happened, when the risks are coming, I tell you mine, you tell me yours. You share with me, I share with you. We have nothing to hide. We got nothing to conceal. Whatever I say yesterday to you, if you come back tomorrow, we get a conversation there, I will say it to you again, the same thing. There are many instances when me and you don't find yourself now a position where somebody don't talk to you well outside of my area, not they say, then talk to you. Whatever you explain about waiting countdown stand for, then come back, they ask me, waiting countdown stand for? They say, now the same thing you want to be telling me about. I'm like, well, I'm not even talk to that Monday. So inside that 1 week, we not even talk about exactly how you put them, but I'll count down, waiting a countdown. Therefore, now in me go talk them because we understand each other. We know, say, there is nobody out there to claim an advantage on top of each other. So when you're talking about the factors, where loyalty is weak, is one factor. Trust is one of the key factors which we talk about, the key. You understand? Where there is no deep connection with godliness, there is no spiritual connection. You understand? Where now that fellowship, the fellowship of God, the fellowship of the spirituality in which you believe in, whether you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're Jew, or in whatever faith denomination, you don't have a fear that if I let down my friend, the God way I serve will punish me not only in this world, but will also punish me in the hereafter. Where that fellowship is not there, you understand? Then you see where friends friendship relationship is tested and one person always let down. And then another thing is where we not talk about, you understand, is for be quick to say sorry. Any friendship where I'm sorry, no day. Because yes, we may celebrate all the good parts, but a friendship where you genuinely know that me, DJ Little, I don't let down DJ Ish in these particular circumstances. And then he say, hey, brah, I say, you understand, in that conversation, this is how you put it. And like, oh, yeah, I think I was wrong. I'm not be supposed to explain to this person, so, or not to swear for being not talking about you, or not to that reaction there for being gay about you at that time. Oh, I'm really sorry, bro. I'm sorry, we'll move on from that. And then you're able to equally at that same point in time say, you know, T, big bro, I'm done with it. I'm sorry, let's move on. You understand? It never becomes an issue. It's never talked about again. 2 weeks later, you know, they bring and come back. 3, 4, 5 weeks, months down the line, you know, they bring and come back. You know, or the other person, you know, they can now go say, you understand, and they can add more to your own for empower you to say, yes, if you even say this, if you even say this, if you even say this. No, the minute when the next person go for the second statement, you say, no, me and that man don't talk. We don't do with that. So you close the door. You close the door, say, I've had enough, you don't tell me, I don't deal with it, me and him don't sort them out. So that friendship will not get, I'm sorry, where people do not recognize their flaws as quick as they can, and to say genuinely sorry. Because if you in a relationship, when a friendship relationship with anybody that you don't seal that friendship, when I don't seal that trust, if somebody confronts you with something where you don't let down, you able to forget Yamata Tokam, a self-reflection.
Yep.
Let pride not overtake you. Where pride overtakes friendship, it's no friendship. Let pride not overtake you. Look and say, I'm sorry. Maybe I was wrong. In hindsight, I should have never said it. In hindsight, I think I threw me brother under the bus, but I was quick to draw you before the tire came over you. You understand, eh? Look, please, sorry. You understand? So we should be able to. So I go left and let yourself add more to that.
Well, just before you end, I just want to ask you, say, just like always you explain, so if they ask you for put a percentage onto that between the man and the woman, then the fallout in a relationship, waiting at the percentage we go put on the man and the woman then, and then why you feel say always when their relationship you have fallout, yeah, then go make them like for instance now, may you fall out, then I go decide for be friend with K-Man, and then all the vital information they will make to don't ever get and everything for all the past years. What they do, and they go give K-Man all the information in the why you feel say that they happen?
Well, before great question. Before I answer that question, I get two things what they see. You understand? I will with the use K-Man I become a we on board, and we're quite comfortable for use K-Man. You understand? I would be say the K-Man in this situation now the most stupidest person, because no conversation happens one way talk no day, now two-way talk day. So if me and Ishmael don't share 20 years relationship, you understand? And then inside that 20-year relationship then me and Ishmael fall out, then either me or Ishmael decide to go adopt K-Man and embrace and then unload everything, say, now solely to say, if K-Man not stupid enough to the highest level, he not go encourage Ishmael in the first place. Because if we no say straight away, the Ishmael where get 20 years relationship with Little was equally part of the crime against them. You understand? Ishmael contributes to the crime. Just because now Ishmael first one go to Ram, go cry wolf, does not mean that Ishmael is not actually the sheep. You understand? So that's the mistake we are making as a society. The mistake we make as a society, if K-Man open in hand to Ishmael and say, come, my son, unfold everything. Now you know my best friend now. You understand? But remember, 20 years ago, Ishmael resented you. Even if Ishmael came to you and 20 years and one day, how quickly has he come to you? Has he come to you like a channel tunnel train and can make you overnight friend? You understand? you cannot. You have to stop short and ask Ishmael. Challenge Ishmael, say, waiting are you your part in that 20-year relationship there where you and Little no talk to me? Waiting are you your role where you play? Openly challenge Ishmael, say, if now you be the only friend where they make, I don't want you as a friend. You understand? Because
I go only there, I go only under.
Okay.
Why? You not feel say a lot of them people and they sometimes just because me and you don't fall out and then K-Man don't kind of the middle decide for one go to K-Man. I embrace K-Man because I want score points. I feel say I hurt you because I don't take you friend, and not only by taking your friend, but K-Man they can give me so much information that I will use against you, which is very common. People in the process, I'm just like how you the process and so say, ask question, challenge K-Man and all them stuff. Then a common, a plenty. Why you feel anything that happen?
And you're totally right. Totally right. Now that make I say to you, the K-Man, now the stupid.
Okay, I think so we get a bit of technical issue and DJ Little, I don't know if they hear me. Why people will encourage you now to call the program. Please call and share you experience. Call and share you ideas. Call and share you if you want to talk about your friendship, who don't a friend, how long will I don't be friends for, whatever to I don't go through, why you feel say this person now your friend, you know, please call the program. Call the program and then we go give you. Oh, okay. We don't get DJ Little is back. So carry on over to you.
Yes. So yes, you hear me?
Yeah, they hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay. So as I say, that's the position where we are. We get just about 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes to go. You understand? So that's the position where we are. But what? Just to move on slightly away from that, I just want to say, what do we need for do as people, as a society, as a community, is let we make sure say we not left no stone unturned. This, if you enforcing, don't they, as I say, when I don't seal over anything beyond 2 to 3 year deep friendship, and that's not just a collective friendship. At the top of bond, two people that we don't steal something together, and then they must have shared confidential stuff. Yeah. If to say Satan, as you say, Satan don't want Usai don't scatter. Now Usai make, now they can break.
Yeah.
One go say, Papa God, you see, I've been telling you that they don't like you. Now that makes you understand. Because when you fall out with people, that means you don't have God in you. You understand? Especially people that don't steal certain bond together. When Satan don't fly, don't go say, see the Nepal do exactly what you have been promised you say they do. The Nepal scatter themselves. You understand? If they go back for go identify which side there's another unity, for go cause another disunity.
Yeah.
What we need to do first is bring in a lot of self-reflection. Look at the people that way don't let you down. Most. Identify them people then they. One thing where I've learned in the last few months, in the Corona period months, you understand, is being able to do a lot of self-reflection, and then secondly, able to pick up the phone and go directly to the source and say, hello, what I do? First of all, the question is, waiting I do, not on waiting you do. So maybe, now me not the reason why make you Ishmael not like me again. You understand? Eh? So waiting I do. Be bold. Tell me waiting I do. Give me the opportunity for make I say sorry. You understand? If you can find it in you to genuinely, candidly say to me, DJ Little, the Moses, you really take this running team, you take and pass me, you don't call all man say, you for start, let them begin do Sunday, when me you don't begin Saturday, you understand? Eh? I'll not be like that. And if you tell me that day, if I not get pride, negative pride, I go overcome and say sorry. And then in you, it's up to you now to let loose the burden by saying, I forgive you, but we cannot do that again. Let me keep this here together. You understand? True. What thing we know they do as a society, we they collect. You understand? We they collect as much as we want for collect. And then we know they can tell the person, we they go tell somebody else, as you say, we're not the new enemy. where you identify as the new friend. You understand? So let's learn to go to the source. Give somebody the opportunity to say sorry and make that person they say sorry, or you be the person to get that self-reflection when you matter talk about, and then be able to put your hand up and say, I'm sorry, but I'm happy to move on and not go repeat that. If we can learn to do that as a community, as a society, as people, then we will be the best of people. We cannot be the greatest, but we can be the best of people that can live in a very civil relationship.
I think just like what you say, pride dominates we relationship them quite a lot. Because if we don't get into a relationship for 20 years, then things can go wrong. The first thing we fail for do now for reflect on what happened, why this happened, and then go to the source, pick up the phone and say, hey, little, what happened, my man? You behavior look different now and all that stuff. Then we need to do that. We feel say no more, okay, no, it's little need to call me anymore. It literally feel say now so pride they kick in. Then the relationship they begin draw small until that relationship they fall apart completely. And when it fall apart, they don't only fall apart between that two. Because imagine for relationship we don't build for 10, 15, 20 years, eventually when I don't bring a family inside, the family bond don't come inside. So you need to only break the relationship, they break the family as well. So that part, just the question you mentioned, is very, very important for we identify anything and they reach out to your friend, reach out to somebody who don't get 10, 15 years of relationship. If the relationship is strained, wanna sit down, wanna talk. You know, wanna talk about things that we need to go well, wanna talk about things that way you do wrong, who say you feel say you wrong. And if you feel say probably majority of this relationship then DJ Little, wait to make some people and decide for just take a back seat from plenty relationship. It might be say we can be in a relationship now like how we did so. Something they work on to you genuinely with for that you give me candid advice.
Yep.
You they give me a wrong advice, then where that thing they go wrong, instead of me first challenging you, say little the advice you've been giving me, man, now wrong advice. If now you've been kind to me, the advice I will give genuine advice.
Yep.
Then I get that bitter blood for you, then automatically we they fall out.
Yep.
Where it's completely wrong. Challenge your person and then wanna move on.
You know, you talk about something when a golden something in friendship. When a friend deliberately knowing that their own consciousness, knowing that, then they mislead a friend. If me mislead you deliberately, knowing in my own heart, I they mislead you. You come to me, you say, you know what, I want to buy these trainers for one, and it's £85. And really and truthfully, yes, I can buy them, but me no say, in this case, na me they can take myself, na me na the experienced one. So me no say na me na the experienced one. Ishmael, DJ Ish no need £85 trainers. He can still get away with £40 trainers. You understand? Hey, me man, buy them. And then you buy that £85 trainers, it lasts 2 months, then you sustain an injury. You understand? Knowing that I knowingly gave you the wrong advice. That is one of we have friends like that, where will be very close to you, where they are born to you, and then they mislead you in a lot of things that you do. Again, we need to separate that kind of relationship. We need to identify. We need them people that they for say nothing. My man, that trainer, to be honest with you, let me tell you, and I'm sorry for the ankle injury. And look the thing in the last set. But the tell what I want to let you buy who have been giving you advice, they say like now because I've been feel say you're able to afford them. I've been feel talk something where you know say now honesty. Be clean. So the person say, you understand, just while you spend that money there, you understand, maybe let it look good like food. You understand? But to be honest, that trainers way maybe don't use before is not good. You understand? Be candid and then say, I'm really sorry about that injury. Then the person will get angry, then they may be able to let go of that. But if you conceal that you they suffer. The person they suffer, but you they suffer twice. And then in time to come, God will punish you.
True. So, DJ Little, you feel safe for a relationship with only 10, 15 years, then eventually they get problems. And then not only the problems, they fall apart. And when they fall apart, all sensitive, private information the way they share, then begin reveal them thing and they begin to go talk them to pass them to the other friend where you not a friend with when are you enemy too. So you feel say those then people and they will be done with you for 10 years. You feel say really and truly they are your friends.
I go happy small, my own brother. I am enemy with nobody, but genuinely, I'm enemy with nobody but Satan. I may not like certain people. I may dislike many people, and equally they may dislike me because of things that I've done or things that they don't do to me. So that's how the enemies in me or I and you I na Satan, and we biggest of enemy na sickness, because that's the person. That's the thing that you have to battle, that it's between you and that thing. When illness will go steady you. Mortal man cannot steady you. Human being cannot steady you. When two people or groups of friends have come so close, and whether they don't achieve a 5, 10 year, 15 year plus relationship, and then that is fragmented, and then all man decide for watch them that's leaning out in the public, so to speak, they need to ask themselves, what was the purpose? Now, who that hurt more? You understand? You were the share the story, okay? You were the share the story. The person where they receive the story, where not they take that story, they for come create unity. The audience where they get the framework of the free story sharing, you understand? It's all part of the process. But you, when are the person where walk away, where decide for be the first person to call out the reasons why the relationship don't be like that. You are not godly.
Yeah.
You are not caring.
True.
Because you have to go back to what I talked about 10 minutes ago. You ask yourself, which role will you play when the things were sweet? Which contribution will you contribute when the things were greater? How much more did you put in the time you were bickering, when the bickering were coming? Almost you said, you want to tell me, say, in that 15-year relationship or that 10-year relationship or 5-year or whatever relationship, you were only a listener? No, you're not just a listener. You self pepper. You self don't add salt. You self don't add Maggi to make the things spicy, to make it worse. So just because you detach yourself and go be the first person to say, when I saw this say, does not make you the saint. In order to make you the saint, the person where you to go expose, you understand? If then decide for react equally, does by instead go, well, what you said say, blah, 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 blah. That person they say not going God, not their heart.
Yeah.
In the heart of COVID, a lot of us have grown and become matured. A lot of us has seen things unfolded now we are. You understand? We give we all the ultimate right for go out here and tell the world, say, hey, I've been hurt badly. But look at me. When I look at me, now the world this way don't hurt me. But maturity, and as I say, in the heart of COVID, most of we found faith. And well, we not found faith, we strengthen our faith.
Yeah.
And because of the strength in our faith, you understand, and the strength in friendship bond, where you have somebody that you rely on who can do it. People like you, people like me that can be there for each other to say, hang on, that decision is the wrong decision. Don't do it. You don't do it. So we leave things for God. Let God and Anabi, let God deal with the matter. Do you understand? That's when you know you have a friend. You have a real friend that can say to you, don't do what you want to do. Stop what you want to do, because you will be playing the same part as those who want to destroy you. You need a friend who will look you, not afraid you, and challenge you. And we've learned. And that's what we need to have in our community. Tit for tat, not a walk at all times.
No.
Tit, and they repeat them. Tit for tat, not a walk at all times. We must learn, forget decorum. We must learn for keep ourselves restrained. We must learn for retain the peace within ourselves, and we must believe, say, there is a God Almighty where go take care of things, where go handle things for you in the best of ways. It may not happen that minute where you want to let God deal with them, but God will never leave his children punished. God will ever left in picking them suffer. So once you get God now your heart, when society hurts you, when people hurt you, genuinely, if not that friend they want to don't share, me and Ish don't share over, we're coming up to nearly 18 years relationship. If I hurt him or he hurts me, I have no reason for go share 18 years secret, or he has no reason for go share 18 years secret. But if I allow, Ish allow, say, let God take care of what little, the Moses, you understand it? Then time will come, God will take care of the Moses based on the wrong way he do Ish. But Ish must believe, say, there is a God where go do the justice. He must not take the justice in your hand. He must learn to have self-restraint, self-preservation, self-decorum, conceal the mouth, and then pray to God and ask God for revelations, for more revelations. And you and I, in the last few weeks, months gone by, we've seen revelations unfolded where what he do, he just cements with relationship. We've seen people test our relationship between me and you, because the more they see we stronger, the more they test we. Then test we through me, then test we through you. But they not succeed, because God knows, say, we are both godly, we both share it together, we laugh about it, we smile about it, we now become more aware about our surrounding. We are now sensitive to those who come around us. Hence the reason why we are affectionately showing the world to say we are brothers and we are brothers for life. We're not going to share an umbilical cord, but we are brothers for life. So if Satan one come, we go team up Tranga one.
I think you don't say I'm all. The problem where we actually they get in friendship and relationship them, the good thing where I think say way for happen in a relationship where you didn't a relationship with somebody, no matter the bitterness, waiting is sweet. You get people where they are around you now, with people in the gladiator and all that stuff. Then they where things go wrong, right? I believe say in a relationship, in a friendship, if things go wrong, you must get one somebody where you go identify for confiding about in a relationship, you know, where you go say, you know, what I've done wrong, you know, there's one person where I go pick up the phone and tell where you go challenge Wahab. If even I'm so upset with Wahab, I don't want to talk to him for the time being, 1 or 2 days, where I go marry Sam, but I go reach out to this person. We go reach out to Wahab and tell them the hard fact, even though you go bring heaven and earth and all that stuff, but the coin go drop now and after 2 days, he go pick up the phone. I think that then we lack in we relationship then at the community where they make relationship, then they go so bad. And then we not honest to we safe. We not God-fearing to we safe. Because if we God-fearing, no matter what, if we get 10 years of relationship, nothing not go happen between we, then secrets them, things that we don't share for the past 10 years, we go scatter them in the streets. No, get somebody where you know, say, there's one person in between now where really and truly honest, where they oversee in a relationship, where nobody in a relationship, reach out to that person, they make sure, say, that person, they know exactly what's in the happen. If you get for malice the person, malice them first 1, 2, 3 days, and then you go come to a sense, they pick up the phone now, say, but Wab, you know, say what you be doing, it really upsets me and all that come. We're done with that. I believe saying that we need for land and the community. Now that's we need for the do. Let we try to get an open dialogue, open relationship with people and be honest with ourselves, be honest with we party them who they are around. Now no they are around it because of the way you say friends with benefits, because of the benefit from you. And it's not healthy. Let we left them kind of thing, let for the pretend to we party them, say we get them back, and where we not get them back. But for me to say then they tie back in for go poison Wahab, I will say anything, but now give me the poison, let me self add small. Then I can't Wahab now. Hey, Wahab, to God, drink and then down. Now me they go belly back for let them give the drink. For let you die. So please, people, this is gonna be my last word. Please, let me try for reflect on we attitude, we behaviors them, the way we behave around with friends. And let's be honest with we friends then. If we say this person now we party, be honest with the person, please.
I agree. Well, it's not going to be your last word for tonight. So tonight, now I just want to let you round up, tell people them, the community, the family,
oh yes,
them about we weekly exercise and please share it out here and why it's important that it's open to all manner of the community for can join we Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You get
why? Okay, people as you all know, we did into sports, we did into a lot of charity things and all that stuff. But then we think and twice, you know, we need to only just keep this to be safe. We'd encourage your brothers them, we'd encourage your sisters them for themselves engage in physical exercise. Where honestly, if not 20 minutes workout, 10 minutes workout, you feel yourself, you feel something different within yourself, you know. Love will not just sit down say anything, I'm not able to do this. There's always a trial. Love will not sit down say, you know, I not get somebody to motivate me and all that stuff. Then they reach out to me. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 o'clock, we do budget spike for an hour. And then on a Saturday, the funny part is we not only Sierra Leoneans them, we get people like Cameroonians, Ugandans, Jamaicans. So can you imagine there's something where they see the uniqueness. Nobody not going to go look you by the eye. You know, it cost you anything. We they give you free time. And it's not only that, we get the benefits we'll get now, how God can do it for. We God send a Sierra Leonean woman where she's so into fitness, yoga and everything, where Insef did it, where after the run, we get 20 minutes of exercise. Trust me, when you don't do that one, you go home. You they feel good. You they feel say you know you don't achieve something for the day. So please, people, it's not costing anything. Saturday at 9 o'clock. Before they say 10 o'clock, you don't exercise down, you go now, you host. Because what we did at host, this past 3 months, we don't eat so much, we don't consume so much food, we don't put on extra weight, the clothes and then they fit you again. And now we got to go look for new clothes then. We know how things are really hard and all that stuff. So if you don't help yourself, not sit down say, you know, you didn't house somebody, the woman they cook, put the plates, you just a knack. Yes, the woman just take for you sit down at house. No, take them. Encourage them. Blow now to give my girlfriend. Say, take them, go for a walk. So please, people, everybody welcome. We need to hold this story safe. Everybody welcome. And we numbers in the go every single day. Every single day we numbers in the go. So over to you, DJ Little.
The first step to 1,000 steps is taking one step.
Yeah.
So anybody will get intention for take 1,000 steps, come join we on countdown by taking your first step. Take your first step, and then you will never look back. And then before you know it, in a month you will take 1,000 steps. So
DJ Little, that just only and small. That just come in 2 minutes. That just come in few seconds. Yeah. And people, you know, like you they feel say what you they do, you know, you need to get no gain. This man we sit on before now a pure transformation, and not them plenty from Usai Komot. This man, they barely struggle with 24 minutes for do 5K, which is 3 miles. This man now, they talk about 5K because not to imposition, I want to imposition I want anymore. It's gone past that. We get people away starting a waka, the waka. Trust me, the likes of, I will call names them and all that. The likes of the Bridgets, you understand? They do excellent. When you look at Maggie, from Usai Maggie start, the transformation, how it don't transform itself. We get people then. So please, people, we encourage everybody, jump on this. It's free. People go to the gym and pay 30 pounds a month. You don't go pay 30 pounds a month, you know the benefits, nothing. Nothing. There's no encouragement. 40 minutes, don't do this, you come out. And you don't get nothing. But look at the transformation. Look at the gain in waiting you to get. Over to you, DJ Little.
Again, look at the transformation, look at the gains. So many stories, so many brothers, so many sisters. Our brother Cherno, again, we want to wish you happy birthday. I want to say thank you very much to DJ Ish. It's been a brilliant program. Thank you to una wonderful people them. Thank you to all we contributors them. Now the Facebook page we continue for make so many comments. Thank you to Yamata for a great call. Wishing everybody at the salon the SALONE UK and I COVID-19 rapid response team. Well. Our deepest condolences to go out to Auntie Harriet on the sad loss of his sister-in-law.
Yeah, Auntie Harriet, yeah.
May the soul of the departed rest in perfect peace, and all the other people that we don't sadly lost their life in recent time. Auntie Aminata of Government Secondary Technical School, we lost a nephew. May his soul rest in perfect
peace. Yeah.
So many people out there are challenged, and also we just want to say thank you on Salone Talk with DJ Ish and myself, DJ Little the Moses. We are completely changing the narrative. Next week we get some serious guests where they come. Ish kind of give a clue there when I go meet the wonderful lady, and then afterwards we get other people them where they do so well all the way from the transatlantic America, and an amazing lady called Khadija. She's going to be one of our guests. And also we continue to talk about men issues now, diaspora voices, because we own man, then we're not afraid for talk about nothing. Today we don't talk about with big friendship. In future times, we'll look for talk about the things that where they make man tick, where they make man waiting at the reason where make man feel say they get right for cheat. Yes, we will talk about it. So if you're not man, we want to let you engage in this program. If you're not woman, engage into this program. By the end of the month, we will ask the question, waiting they make man tick for let man then cheat. Interesting topic to come. So we prepare on ourselves. Thank you. God bless you. Tomorrow we'll be exercising, but also in the evening we get Aisata Sisejalo is back tomorrow with a topic called pedophilia. We all know it in a pedophilia that this word. Where they salon, you can say them man they will like them small picking them. You understand? So we can't talk about that. Aisata Sisejalo they talk about that tomorrow in the evening program. So make sure someone join me. To me, God bless you, DJ Ish.
Thank you, people. The next time when I will see me behind the screen again, it will be on Saturday, where we get a live session on Zoom. Me and the special lady who will introduce into the community. Follow and know what they do. 7 o'clock when I tune in. Listen, there is more. I'm not going to unfold everything. But 7 o'clock Saturday, and I just want to thank everybody, the listeners, the one who contributed everything. I just want to thank Una very, very much, and I will say good night, and we'll catch up with Una later.
I just want to say a quick thank you to my stepfather, the great, the legend, the living legend, Mr. Ayoroy Macaulay of Sabano International. We provide the song, and the song was done by a member of the band, winner Zozo Swaibu, Sabano International, good friend. If you never hear that song there, you want to hear about that song, just contact me or contact DJ Ish. It's a brilliant song. It's a classic SALONE tune. It's called Good Friend. Anybody needs to play that song there for their friend, anybody who means so much to them. It's called Good Friend by Sabano International. Produced by the living legend, Ayoroy Macaulay. When I mean a great living legend, a great man. If you're not Salone artist, yanda, Jiboke, my small brother, the legend himself, Innocent, una there, Kuti, una want for work with my stepdad, una contact me or contact DJ. We go link una is living. Una no wait stay there. Say, hey, God, I know we work with him. He's a pensioner, and they do nothing anymore. They will be very happy for sharing knowledge with una. So if you're an artist, male artist, female artist, una want to do music, he's there. Una access him. He's like an encyclopedia. The library, sit down, una no go there. When they want break the library down,
library now the turn of the cab, I know.
I want to take that book there. No, use the resources. So anyway, we'll go end up with that song. They win a good friend. DJs, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Ward.
Let's get this song going, and then when I start the song, we can start calling.
now. Oh, me body, oh, let me. When I lost my job, I now get money. No place to sleep, no place to go. I don't get food, I don't get money. Now you go and me, good friend. God go bless you, good friend. Now God go give you money. I go be nice, oh me body, oh me. When I see my business fall down, my friends and won't run away. My wife don't know what to do. Now you help me, now you save me, my good friend. Now God go give you good friend. God go bless you, good friend. Now God go give you money. I go be now, oh me body, or me. Some people don't get patience, some people don't get understanding. My brother, I never see someone like you. I never see a friend like you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now God go bless you. Now God go bless you for me. My good friend, oh my God, I'm not gonna forget you, my good friend. Hey, my God, I'm not gonna forget you, my good friend. Oh my good friend, you're my brother, my good friend. You're my best friend. What do you done, my good friend? What do you give me, my good friend? I'm not gonna forget you, my good friend. Hey, my good friend. One day, one day.